Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Academy. In the past few episodes, we've covered a lot of animation techniques, but not many specific animators. This episode, we're diving into the animation styles of some of anime's most famous artists. Let's start with some history. In the 1960s, Japanese animation saw a divide between two major styles, full and limited animation. Animators at Toei Animation and later at the studio A Production developed a full animation style that focused on simple shapes and broad cartoony movement, inspired in part by Disney animation. Some of these animators went on to work at Studio Ghibli. Meanwhile, Osamu Tezuka's Mushi Production developed a limited animation style on TV series like Astro Boy, using lower frame rates but with more stylized designs and directing. A lot of modern TV anime is descended from this Mushi Production style. Later, animators began to explore realism, which tries to capture the way things move in real life. But there are lots of different ways to achieve realistic animation. For some animators like Toshiyuki Inoue, it's all about meticulous anatomical correctness and maintaining tight control over all the parts of a character. On the other hand, the legendary animator Mitsuo Iso draws every frame himself and uses reference footage to capture the constantly shifting motions of real bodies. Others like Shinya Ohira prioritize movement over anatomy, with characters who are drawn like rough amorphous blobs, but move as if they've been traced from live footage. Then there's Kannada Style. These animators don't care so much about realism. For them, it's all about making cartoons fun. It's named after Yoshinori Kannada, an artist from the 1970s and 80s who liked to draw characters jerking between extreme cartoony poses with lots of wild effects and high contrast lighting. Kannada Style was popular at Studio Gainax in the 90s and early 2000s, and nowadays it's all over the place. Hiroyuki Imaishi, the director of Gurren Lagann and Kill La Kill, is a big fan of Kannada, and it really shows in his animation work. There's also a new group of young animators known as the Web Generation, or WebGen, who made a name for themselves by posting GIFs and videos online. WebGen animators like Kenichi Kutsuna, Ryochimo, and Shingo Yamashita tend to use digital animation tools, which help them create exaggerated deformations, effects, and camera movement. One of the influences on WebGen is this guy, Yutaka Nakamura, also known as Yutapon, a veteran animator who's known for his dynamic action scenes and elaborate effects, including the famous Yutapon cubes. That's just scratching the surface of the many artists and styles out there. If you want more, there's a whole community for this stuff. Some of them refer to memorable or well-made pieces of animation as sakuga, which is the Japanese word for animation. Identifying who animated a scene can be pretty tricky though. Credits tell you who worked on the episode, but not which scenes, and it can be easy to mix up two animators with similar styles. Thankfully, there are resources like the image board Sakugaboru, where fans crowdsource credits to help each other learn more about their favorite scenes. And you can find lots of compilations of great animation on YouTube. Just search for Sakuga Mads. Once you start learning about different animators, you'll pretty quickly figure out which styles you like best. That's it for this episode. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below with some of your favorite animators or animation styles. And keep an eye out for our last two videos of the season, where we'll be looking at what anime is capable of when it replaces hand-drawn animation with alternative techniques. I'm Evan Minto, and thank you so much for watching.